Hi, I'm Dr. Jonathan Kuttner from Life After Pain, and in this video we're going to discuss why treating trigger points doesn't have to hurt. Trigger points can definitely be a pain in the neck, or actually anywhere else in your body, and they are caused by a knot in your muscle. And this knot causes pain and it causes stiffness, and those both will stop you doing the things that you love to do. So let's look at some of the common techniques that people and therapists use to treat triggers. The first is to rub various creams on. Now, this actually feels nice, but it actually really doesn't work. And the reason is that trigger points are not due to inflammation. The second is what I call the hammer technique. And this is to use actually excessive force to hammer the trigger point into submission. So often the therapist will press really hard on the trigger point with their thumb, their elbow, their knees, you name it. This does work, but it really hurts. And you know what? There is a more effective way. The next is to do stretches straight away to try and get rid of that stiff feeling. Actually, stretches are important, but they should be done only once the trigger point is released. Doing them straight away only tightens the knot further. And finally, injections. Now, injections do work, provided that they are accurate, but they really hurt. And they should only be used when other techniques fail. So what have I found that works really well and actually doesn't hurt? Let me recap. Trigger points are in fact knots in muscles, and they're already tense. You've already got this small tense area within the muscle. If someone uses a technique which is really painful, then you will actually feel more tense. And so what has happened is that you're working against your body. And the technique that I'm going to suggest actually works with your body. It's a simple concept. If you have a knot in your body, what you need to do is loosen it. And in fact, undo it. This uses the principle of ischemic pressure. Ischemic pressure is something which involves very gentle and accurate pressure from your fingers onto the trigger point, keeping below the pain threshold. And what this does is this gently and very, very effectively switches the trigger point off. And once you've switched the trigger point off, you will gain release. Now, to learn more about this technique, fill in the form and I will send you a link that explains this process in much greater detail. And in a subsequent email, I will send you further information on a system to treat trigger points anywhere in your body. Thank you very much.